Good luck, brother. Yeah, I've only got two options, just purple and white.
You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe, that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Crosses to 35. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Flips it out to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to surprise him with the pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. And it is a good idea to game tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Pressure coming. Unleashes it on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And This is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Offense scoops it up and still going. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Kane. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A first down run on the doorstep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking for a crease. It's Banks. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your...
He lets one fly deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better 2nd half than he did first.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Off-play action. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And it's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to sling it on second down. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Backed up deep in their own territory on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
At 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Wants to go up top. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Kansas State, 12.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Duarte. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running back searching for a hole.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And I want to be a team that can run the football and be physical, especially on 2nd and inches, buy myself some space, coming out of my own territory. The defense met the physical challenge. Now 3rd and inches, this offense needs to be more physical.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's got it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those quick.
Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got the back over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Kansas State quick to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down.
Oh, he's got through space. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Not a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kansas State, 12.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter. Guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll toss it to the left.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want.